This is like my dream LV collection for real, and I hope you really enjoy it as well. So let's get started. So this is the limited Louis Vuitton Murakami collaboration packaging, and it's so pretty. There's this custom ribbon that most of the items don't come with, and it says Louis Vuitton x Murakami. Let's see how it goes. Ta-da! Okay, that was a bit anticlimactic because there is the dust bag. So let me open it. Wow, she's so pretty. Okay, this is the Capucines wallet from the LV Murakami collection. In person, the wallet is so cute. This is the first time I'm seeing the wallet in person myself as well. So you can see there's the embroidery for the pink sides of the cherry blossom. And then there's also embroidery on the inside with little sequins on top as well. And also sequins here, and the smiley face of the two Murakami blossoms. You have the gold hardware for the LV logo. And this, I believe, was the Capucines wallet, and it's based on the design of the Capucines itself, which is one of LV's most, like, I don't know how to say it, like high tier or well-known type of bag styles. She's super pretty, and the leather is like a really pale sort of soft pink color. It doesn't look too cool toned or too warm toned, very neutral, so it's very suitable. The back of the wallet is just plain like this. She's about this thick. It's one of those buttony clasp openers. This is the wallet. So there's a bunch of areas for different cards. Here it says 20-year anniversary celebration, Louis Vuitton Murakami, and made in France. And there's the little prints of the cute little figurines. Here you can tell there is the space to put, you know, your dollar bills and stuff like that. There's also a compartment in here that's openable that you can slide stuff into. And same thing here, there's a compartment here that you can slide into. Then there is the little zippy side of the Capucines wallet. This is what she looks like. She's so pretty. This wallet is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm really glad that I was able to see in person the sequin design. You can see there's one sequin type that's very small and kind of see-through. Another sequin type that is a little bit more like opaque. It has different colors and different sizes to imitate the pollen spores, I guess, around the cherry blossom flower. Overall, she's so pretty. I will start with the next item. Okay, so next I have this really small box. I think this box is a little bit smaller than the other one. So now that we're zoomed in, you can see the packaging looks pretty much identical to the other one. Open. And I'm so excited for reveal number 2. Wow, look at that. She's so cute and tiny. This is the Murakami card holder. Whoa, the cherry blossom is so pretty. In person, it's very like 3D in terms of the texture and the layering of the cherry blossom. And then the cherry blossom itself, you can see it has the puff. And then where the pollen or the different faces or the petal outline, the darker pink outline is, it's all different levels of being raised and kind of going up and down. So there's a lot of like dynamic texture to it. My god, she is so pretty. I really love the kind of green, very fresh and nice color here. I think that's a really nice touch. You can see here for the back of the card holder, it just has the typical kind of LV monogram canvas, and then it has this green sort of leather, and then you can open up the card holder and it is green on the inside. Just a lot of details. The embossing feels so nice. This is how kind of very thin and slender it is. She's so precious. Like, this is so cute. Just imagine having any bag and you just take this cutest little cherry blossom flower out of the bag. Here I have the Capucines wallet, and you can see the difference in their sizing here. You see the difference in the width. Like, the Capucines wallet can hold really a lot, but the card holder, maybe a handful of cards unless you're willing to stretch it out a lot. And this is the card holder on top of the wallet, just to compare for the size. They're both so cute in their own different ways, and I absolutely love them. And this is how it looks kind of scaled against a human. I am 5'3" for reference. The card holder, you can see like if you take it out of your purse, it looks something like this. The Capucines wallet looks like this. And I have heard that some people use it as kind of like a clutch. Like I guess there's a way you can add some sort of insert on the inside and then you can use it with a chain. So I think that would be super cute. These items slay. They look amazing. So excited to open the rest. Now that we opened our first 2 items, let's take a look at the next one and let's see which one I want to open. Maybe this one. I gotta confess here, I got a little too excited and I did open this one a little bit early. But nevertheless, let's do the unboxing of it together. So there's the box. Time for the great reveal. Look, absolutely obsessed. This is the Pochette Accessoires from the Cherry Blossom collection again. And this is one of the items that was launched this release that is the closest to the original release as well. The original had a version of the Pochette Accessoires that was very, very similar to this. It had the same bow. I think the only things it was missing is this chain that is, I guess, a newer edition for the 20th anniversary version. And then also this lock. Inside there's just like a little suede pocket. The whole interior is a really pretty pink suede. And then there's this. Guess what's inside here? I can, oh my gosh. I'm holding her like she's my baby because she is my baby. It has some tissue paper inside. Oh my gosh, I'm scared for my life. And once you open up the tissue paper, it's the keys. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I guess there's 2 little identical keys for your lock on your Pochette accessoire. But honestly, I never plan to take the lock off, so I'll probably just store these keys, but they are really, really gorgeous. By the way, the sides of the bag are really pretty. You can see there's the cherry blossom print on the top here, and a almost matching one here as well. There are these little kind of metal buckle or metal button looking decor here. And then here, the strap is really nice because it has this D-ring that you can loop the vachetta strap onto. And here it has another loop as well, so you can loop it how you would like. Like I see how some people do it is they'll take this clasp off and clasp it to here because there's 2 little D-rings here. And then it turns into like a little wristlet, which is really, really cute and convenient. You can actually play around with these a lot. So I saw even in the store displays, people would use this as the chain of the bag. So the bag, you can carry it kind of like this. This is my first classic LV design item that has the vachetta leather as well as the brown monogram canvas. Although I have seen people talk about vachetta and how this leather, you really need to be careful. Like it's not waterproof, so water will stain it. And just in general with, exposure to sweat or the sunlight, this leather will get darker over time. So you'll see the aged vachetta leather looks much, much darker than how it is now. This bag was actually featured in Mean Girls, the original movie, which is really cool. I think it was Regina or something. She had the pink version of this bag, although the actress actually carried a fake, I heard, apparently in the show. But nevertheless, this bag is iconic. And what I love about this bag too, as opposed to some other bags that I do have, is that the canvas is very soft. So I think theoretically you can stretch out this bag and put in more, just in the sense that it's not rigid, it's a little more flexible. And here again is how the bag looks against me. You can see she looks so freaking cute. I actually really love the pop of kind of brown and how much it makes the cherry blossom stand out. So I really love that. This is so cute. I'm absolutely obsessed. So next up, let's move on to our 4th item. All the items so far look so freaking gorgeous. They fit my aesthetic perfectly. But yeah, let's open this one next. This box is so pretty. I just realized actually that the, I guess Superflat character here is different than the panda that we had earlier. So now we have a collection, guys. I'm really tempted to just laminate it and use this as a bag charm. Like, wouldn't this be so cute? Oh my god, can you guys tell this is like Christmas for me? Oh my god, I know what this is. Okay, this is so pretty. Oh my god, this is my favorite so far. Guys, I'm amazed in real life. This is so pretty. This is the LV Cosmetics pouch. You can see it's really pretty. It has the epi leather outside that LV is very famous for. On top of the epi leather texture, there's the embossment of the cherry blossoms. So that is so freaking gorgeous. So the petals are puffed, Like, I think on the photos it all blends together, but in real life you really notice the texture. All these different sized petals floating around, you know. This really takes me back to Japan. Oh my gosh. And the other side, so pretty. This side has one big, two medium, and three small. And then this side has one big, two medium, and two small, and they're all in different placements for, I guess, the flowers and the petals. But I love how it has this kind of asymmetrical look to it that's very balanced, and it does give me a bit of a Japanese inspired vibe for sure. And yeah, the bottom is just completely empty, no cherry blossom tragically. I did hear that some people actually use the cosmetic pouch as a mini bag as well. I guess there's a way to insert D-rings on the side here and the side here, and then use it kind of as a chain pouch, and it opens up like that. And the inside is more of like a pebbled leather material as well, and it does have like a small pocket here, you can see, and it again says the 28-year anniversary celebration, LV Murakami, made in France. So just wanted to compare these two different pink epi leathers together, because when I was looking at the photos I wasn't sure if they were the same exact shade or different, and it does look like the shade is quite different. As you can see, mine, which I believe was the color Rose Ballerine, but I'm not sure, is a little bit warmer tone, I would say, a little bit more peachy and dark. And this one is very much like a cooler toned, almost white leaning pink. So for any of you who do have that pink epi leather from different collections, just know that it does seem to be quite different. And you can see here, different size comparison, just so you guys can see, and the side comparison as well. So they're really, really pretty. Okay guys, I'm genuinely amazed because every single item that I opened from this collection has been a smash hit so far. Like, they're all so beautiful, and I want every single one of these for myself. Like, my family members need to back off. Let's move on for now to our second to last item. Let's try this box here and see what happens and how it goes. This is what she looks like. Okay, so I got a little bit confused and scared there at some point, but I did call my family and I confirmed there is no mistake because I was not too sure of everything that we got, but this is the second cosmetic pouch that we got. So we do have a repeat here, but again, I'm actually really happy if we were to have a repeat of anything. This one is so cute, and I'm gonna try to like haggle, or I don't know how to say, with my family and my mom because I really, really want one for myself. So we'll see how it goes, but oh my gosh, this cosmetic pouch is so pretty. So I'm very happy and very glad that we have two of them. Like, look at them, they're so freaking cute and pretty. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is the whole collection so far, and let's move on to our last and final item. Hopefully it's something really good, and I will be really, really excited to have the whole collection and finally do a little recap and review of what I think of everything. So let's open up the dust bag, and oh my god, the first glimpse. Oh my god. She's so pretty, guys. Oh my god, this is the Marellini bag. It is, again, another epi leather bag, but let me put on the attachments. This is the zipper. The Marellini bag is so cute. I figured the attachments are inside the bag itself. And then this part, you can see, is like a mirror. I guess it's just gold colored. Hi, we can see ourselves here. But yeah, it's a gold mirror. It says LV Paris. And here you can see there's like a really cute leather like placard with the Murakami print on top of the logo background. So this is the first one that I think I've seen where it's the Murakami print with the pink LV logo background. And let me put the mirror in the photo. They have it situated like so. Oh my god, I feel bad. Am I stretching out the leather? I'm just gonna say it's something along these lines. Okay, so there's a really, really long strap, and I think the shorter strap that they advertised the collection with. So let's take out the short strap first and see how it looks. And it's so small and tiny. I love it. It's like a bit of this tapered look. So one end of the strap will be a bit shorter than the other, or a bit skinnier, and the middle will be wider, which is perfect because it'll feel more comfortable on your shoulder. So this is the Marellini bag. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but she's really small. Like, You know, like next to me, it's a really small bag. It's even smaller than I think my Pochette Felice and my Pochette Accessoires. The reason that I did really love and want this bag is because of the bag charm. Just showing the back of the charm, it's just basically flat and pink, says LV Paris on it. And then of course the charm has the same kind of clasp hook that all the other handles have as well, and that this chain has. Wow, it's just so pretty. And I guess the epi leather, it looks probably identical to the leather of the Cosmetic Pouch, and later we can compare it to double check that. It's just so gorgeous. I love how this one, the charm, I would say is most comparable to how the cherry blossom flower looks on the card holder. So just to place them next to each other here, yeah, they look pretty much identical. I mean, of course the sizing is different. The puff of the petals is the same, and the general like way things are puffed is the same. I don't know if you guys can tell, there is a little bit of a dark pink speck right there at the edge of one of the pollen. I think maybe they accidentally splashed like this pink paint on here or something, or maybe they did it layered and they just kept missing this part. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like that might be a manufacturing defect, and sadly I'm not entirely sure what we can do about it because this collection was just so difficult. I heard so many people struggle to get their hands on anything, and so definitely would not want to risk trading this in because you probably would never get it back. But I think everything else overall looks okay. Overall, this one looks super pretty in 3D, which I think does make sense. So now I have both the Cosmetic Pouch. This is the comparison in terms of the size. The Marellini is wider and basically like a scaled up version of the Cosmetic Pouch. You know, you can see the bottoms. Oh my gosh. The bottom look like that, and the backs of them. That's basically the size comparison difference. And so you can see how small the Marellini bag is in person because it's almost the same size as the Cosmetic Pouch, like just a little bit bigger, definitely wider on the bottom. And the epi leather looks pretty much identical. Actually, maybe it's a little bit different on the Marellini compared to the Cosmetic Pouch. I see the lines go a little bit deeper, but maybe I'm imagining it. Like, it's very similar for sure. I think the color of the epi leather looks completely identical, and I'm sure you guys would like to see here the comparison of the Pochette Accessoires and the Marellini. So this is their size compared to each other, and I'll try to put different ones on top as well. Here you can see the size difference. Here's the difference in terms of the width and depth of the pouches. So you can see the Marellini is a little bit wider. And then here's the back of both of the bags. The zipper length, there's like a big difference here that I can see in real life. Like the zipper is probably at least an inch plus off. This is how the size is compared to me. This is me wearing it with the regular shorter handle. So this is from the front. I guess the charm can kind of be placed near the front like this. Oh my god, the charm looks so cute. It definitely catches your attention. From the side, the Marellini looks like this. And then of course, if you put her on the other shoulder, I think the chain would be in the front. So then you would see the chain in the front, while if you carry on the left shoulder, you would see the charm in the front. This is what she looks like when you're just holding her casually. Super cute, you know, like cutesy little look. Now I've put on the strap in the longer kind of setting, and you can see there's different buttons here, so you can put the strap in, I think, 2 different orientations. And I did forget to mention the leather on the strap is more of this like kind of slightly pebbled, I don't know, I forgot what it's called, like cowhide leather. And this is the look from the side. So she's super cute. I think this is a little bit low for me in terms of my personal height and how I would wear the bag, but actually it is a really cute look too. And I love how the little kind of smiley shape, like the crescent curved shape here, fits perfectly against your waist. And then I'm gonna wear it towards the back of the body. It looks like this. So I actually realized there are 3 different ways. I button one side here, but I do leave a button here as well. And so this is the current length. This is more for a side shoulder carry situation. I love this length. I think this is a lot more suited to me. Like, it's a little bit below the waist, but not so low that it's a bit uncomfortable. I'll show the right shoulder carry look as well. since this bag is asymmetrical. You see the chain here. And finally, this is the shortest length that you can do. This is so freaking cute. Oh my gosh, I love the charm. This is probably how I would carry her every day. Either that or the short strap, and the short strap I would probably carry her on the crook of my arm. I think this way is actually really cute as well. So I would definitely wear it like this. I think this is really versatile. You know, just showing a little bit of the right carry look, and then here as well. This is what it looks like with the chain here. So let's start off trying this charm with two of my different LV pochettes. These are the LV Pochette Felici, and I have one in the color Rose Ballerine for the epi leather that I showed, and also this one, which is a limited edition colorway from, I think, like spring summer 2021 or something like that. I have now added the Cherry Blossom charm onto this bag, and the first thing that I noticed is if you're like a very like single tone hardware girly, it is kind of an issue, just because as you can see here, the Cherry Blossom does have gold tone hardware, but my kind of epi leather pochette has silver. And so if this look bothers you, then I would say it's not the best fit. But luckily I match in gold and silver all the time. It actually does work out. And the other thing I noticed is with the D-ring that I slipped this hook into, it kind of sits a little bit awkwardly. Like, actually I think it looks really good. Yeah, so it would basically just look like that. And from the front, look like this when you're carrying it. This is just a special way that I like to string up my epi leather bag. This is how it looks when you're wearing it like this. She's super cute. And then this is how the bag looks when you're wearing her crossbody with the charm. I feel like this is not as suited, maybe for me personally, but it's also not bad at all. Let's try it with the other bag now. Okay guys, so I have the charm with the other bag, and I did hook her up a slightly different way. The other one I hooked the charm onto the D-ring, but here I hooked it up onto the chain itself. I guess this option makes the charm hang more to the side, so if you just mainly want a side carry, it's probably the better option. But if you want both, you know, side and seeing it like crossbody or something, this is not the best, because the charm does not show anymore. Oh my gosh, I think it's really cute, honestly. Like for me, I wear pink and blue together a lot, so I think it works. I'm obsessed with how this looks together. Like I really think that the different pops of color, like pink with pops of blue and then pink with pops of yellow and green, like they all look really pretty. This is how it looks with this new way of clipping it. Super cute. I will say I think almost all you can see at this point is the charm. It kind of hides the whole bag. And then from the side, super cute. And then for side carry or cross-body carry, this is how everything would be looking. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Of course, I wouldn't style it exactly like this if I were to wear it like this, because I feel like there's too much going on with the tie here on my body as well as the bag. I think there's quite a few different places that you could string up the bag charm on. One of them that I actually thought of was here, like you can remove the lock. I don't know if you can tell, it does look a little bit strange and scuffed, so I'm probably not gonna try it this way, but it is an option. And then here you have the second D-ring, so you can definitely put it here and it would hang kind of in a nice place. Of course, you could hang it on this ring as well, and it would just hang a little bit higher on the bag. But I think it's blocking the bow a bit, so maybe not there. And then, of course, you could also hang it on this D-ring if you carry it on this shoulder. So I quickly clipped the bag charm onto this Pochette accessoire, and you can see she looks actually really cute. I think, surprisingly, the bow and the charm placement balances each other out a little bit, and I think it's actually really cute. So it's not bad. I think it's interesting that the big charm actually blends in with the section of the bag, like the corner with the most cherry blossoms. So that's kind of nice. And then in terms of carry, just hold it something like this. And in your arm, it looks like that. And then on the side, she just looks like that. And then let me try to hook it on the higher placement here on the asymmetrical side, just to see what everything would look like. So this is the other slightly different way of carrying it. This way is a little more asymmetrical or symmetrical in a sense. I mean, it overlaps with the bow a bit, so I think it hides a good amount of the bow and maybe even the lock. And then again, on the shoulder, it would look like this, which is super cute. I think this is nice because even if your arms are down, you can see the cherry blossom. So I did kind of place it with a few of my other bags, and the more casual bags, I feel like it does look kind of strange to have a leather charm on a very casual bag. This could be another look that you can make with your bags. And if you want, you could probably cross the ring onto one of these chains as well and put it here, like somewhere like a little bit higher up so that it kind of is more proportioned. So I absolutely adore it. Hey guys, so I'm in the middle of filming another video right now, but really quickly wanted to add that 2 other items from the orders have arrived. So I just wanted to unbox them with you. So this is another one with the pretty custom packaging. And the moment of truth. Oh my gosh, it's the Zippy wallet. It's so pretty. It's like the same canvas material. I think it must be the same as my Pochette Accessoires from a glance. It looks like the same. I guess the print is balanced on different sides. So here it's balanced here, and here it's balanced the other side. This is the inside. You know, there's a lot of different places to put, you know, your cash. A lot of like 2 different card holder sections here. And finally this zipper section here as well. So. And then there's just the different authenticity stuff on the inside. This is super, super pretty. The monogram size is definitely different. I think they look very, very similar. In terms of colors, it's definitely identical kind of color ink and stuff that they used. It's definitely just that the monogram here is smaller. And of course on the back, the monogram is upside down for the Zippy wallet, while it's the right side up for both sides of the Pochette Accessoires. In terms of size, it's like almost identical. It's just, of course, the Zippy wallet is narrower, which made sense. And then wanted to quickly share this, which is the limited edition multicolor bag that we got with one of the multicolor items. And then inside, we have this. So let's open her up and see what's inside. Okay, so she's so little. Here they are. They're the little tiny earrings. There's the kind of multicolor LV logo on one side, and then just the typical little flower on the other side. So she's super, super cute. So now I have the earrings on, and you can see on this side, it's just the little kind of flower looking symbol that LV always has. Basically, that's like the size. On your face, it's very, very small. I'm not sure if this is like men's earrings or women's or, you know, unisex, but overall, it's really, really cute. Personally, for my style, I do prefer this side. Yeah, very small, very subtle. This side is really cute too. So that is the quick update, and back to the rest of the video. Thank you. Okay guys, I actually have one last Vuitton Murakami item. This is the Papillon. She is so gorgeous, and as you can see, I've already put my Labubu and Try Baby from Palmer onto her, and I have decided to keep her and probably give my Pochette Accessoires to a family member. So this is gonna be what I'm finally keeping. I honestly on the website didn't think that she looked that cute, but in person she is so cute. Really gives kind of like a retro vintage Japanese vibe, and it's a really different kind of shape and silhouette compared to all the other LV or just all the other different bags that I have. I think this would be the perfect travel bag, so I'd be so excited to take this bag like all over Japan and stuff. And the Papillon style is actually a really classic style, which I love. So this is the 2 different sides of the bag. This is the back. You can see the monogram is backwards. This is what the bag looks like on the inside. You just open this zipper. I have the dust bag inside, and then there's this one single pocket on the inside. I did wear this bag in my vlog of the SF Cherry Blossom Festival, so if you're able to see that, this bag was in it, and I'll show my outfit from that. And then also, of course, the Papillon comes with a really cute tiny little Papillon accessory, and you can see this is the front. It has the LV logo in the right direction, and the back it's backwards, so you can see it's just cherry blossom all the way around, and it has these 2 little earrings. It has a little zipper that you can open up, And it comes with this little strap, so you can just put the strap on and you can basically strap it onto the Papillon, which the photos of the item have. So yeah guys, in summary, this is what the haul looks like. I just put a few, I guess 2 of my other LV bags, so we see what they look like with the rest of their family. I think overall, my impression of this collection is, I think, much more positive than what I had imagined when I just saw the promo photos. Just because, as I mentioned multiple times, each instance of the cherry blossom print looks really different from each other in person. You know, the Capucine has the embroidered with thread with different sequins on it. The epi leather style has different puff and embossment on top of the epi leather print, which really gives a dynamic look in person, and you can just see the puff very visually. I think for the Pochette Accessoires, it's really beautifully printed on top of the canvas, so that's also a different look. And finally, for the Marellini and the Cardholder, that kind of puffed texture with the different style print is really nice too. It's like kind of like the epi leather puff, but a little bit less puffed, if that made sense. I would just say in terms of like the packaging and the ribbons and these little super flat characters that we got with the packaging, I think they're super freaking cute as well. I think they did a pretty good job with the packaging in terms of giving a surprise and a special feeling. I did hear online that some people did not get the special packaging, and that is random. So I did notice a few of the boxes came with special packaging, a few didn't. So maybe it's kind of like an up to luck sort of thing. But honestly, I just feel really lucky that, you know, I was able to get so many different pieces from this collection and also be able to unbox and share it with y'all at my apartment. Yeah, I think in terms of like for a college student and university life, I think for the Pochette Accessoires, I think wearing this throughout campus, I would definitely have a really fun time just because of how Y2K and kind of cute and casual she looks. I would probably wear it, you know, with some layer underneath it or something like that, just to make sure it's not directly touching my shoulder if it's on a hot day and I'm sweating. I don't want to kind of affect the vachetta leather too much. But honestly, typically I would not wear this around the campus just because I want to be aware of my safety as well. So that is important. So overall, I would give this bag a campus score of maybe like 6 out of 10. Like, I would be kind of careful and bring a big tote bag to stuff her into or something like that, or a way to kind of hide her to make her less obvious. And then next up, in terms of this cosmetics pouch, it really depends on your lifestyle. Like, do you go out and about a lot that you bring a little makeup pouch with you where you would want to touch up? Because if so, I really do think this is perfect. But I think in general, I would probably not want to bring this to my university or to my room if I did have a lot of different roommates, or if I did have kind of that safety concern in regards to this bag. I would give this maybe a campus score of like 4 out of 10 or something like that. It's not the most practical if you have roommates in a dorm or anything like that. Then to review this cute little card holder, I think for her, she is really freaking cute, and you can just slide her into a backpack, you can slide her into easily any of these bags as well. I would actually wear this around campus and just bring it around. So for me, I am more aware of what to bring on campus with other people. But again, this one is super cute. Maybe like a campus score of 5 out of 10 or something like that, just because it's so small. I think it's easy to hide and be a little less obtrusive. And then here, the Capucines wallet. I'm actually really excited to kind of test it a little bit with the strap hack just to see what happens. I might do it with my epi leather strap soon just to show you guys like the approximate vibe. But I would say this one, to me, I probably would not bring it out and about in campus as well, just because you can see here the structure is very nice, and if you throw her into a backpack, I'm just worried that the leather would stretch. I'm not too sure how durable this style of leather is, and this shape, like, I really wouldn't want it to be crushed or smushed or anything like that. But I think in practice, I would definitely choose something more low-key for campus. I would give her like a campus score of 3 out of 10 or something, just because of the color and everything, it is very noticeable. And hey guys, I did want to try the hack that I saw people talk about with the Capucines wallet, which is I took the gold chain with the matching hardware color off from my epi leather bag, and I just put the two sides of the chain onto each other and put it through the Capucine wallet, close the button closure like this. She's actually really freaking cute. Like, I'm kind of obsessed. Honestly, like if you're going for like, you know, a night out or drinks, this actually does work as a very small crossbody bag. I would not personally wear it like this just because I'd be worried about the wear and tear on the sides. I'd probably get a custom insert. And last but not least is our Marellini. As a campus bag, it really is not bad. But I think if you're out and about with friends, like around the campus area or around the city, I would again not wear it around campus just because sure, the logos aren't very obvious on this one, but if anyone knows, I would just, you know, want to be more low-key and careful in that regard. I would maybe give her like a 7.5 out of 10 campus score. And so I do think there are some bags in the collection that would have a higher campus score, but overall this is kind of what I think of all of the items. And let's get to checking out the kind of fit test, or how many items we can squash inside of these bags. Let's just see how many of these items here that we can put inside. And I guess first of all, this Daisy Cushion foundation, and we just drop her in here. Maybe I would want to put a cute little flower nose highlighter and just drop her in here. I would want to put a YSL eyeshadow quad. Okay, fit her in here. Maybe like a jelly blush. Lily by Red blush. Dior lipstick. It's getting a little bit hard to stuff it all. Maybe this Daisy lip cream. I think it's getting a little bit tight now. Maybe a little bit of eye drops. And maybe a little perfume sample as well. It's kind of messy, but this is what everything looks like inside. And now let's try out the zip test to see if everything will zip shut or not. Oh shoot, it looks like it might be hard to zip it shut actually. Like this is not gonna zip shut. So I do need to take more out. Let me take these small guys out. Okay, I think at this point, I had to take like 4 items out, but at this point, it would be able to close if you zip it carefully. So this is approximately how much the pouch can hold. You know, if you have very skinny lippies or something like that, you could squeeze them into the sides. But approximately, it holds, you know, a cushion foundation, big highlighter, 2 big blushes, and a big eyeshadow palette. So this is the approximate amount of how much this bag can hold. And then for the Pochette Accessoires, wanted to share how much it could fit as well. Again, the Daisy. And then this is what everything looks like so far. Maybe we could fit another Dior lippy. I love lipsticks, so let's try a Guerlain lippy as well. Let's try putting in the small items like eye drops and a little perfume sample. So this is how everything looks inside so far. Maybe we could fit in one last tiny little thing. I don't know, maybe try this lip product, but it's getting kind of tight, so I'm scared. Okay, so time for the zip test. Will it zip? Oh my gosh, and it zipped pretty easily. So that's how it looks. It is very full, as you can tell. There's a lot inside of it, and there is technically more space, so you could put more inside, but it is very weighty now and very kind of big and more jumbled up. So I was right that the canvas is able to store a lot more. Finally, we have here the Marellini. So let's see how much she can fit. This one is more effort to kind of keep her open. And I think one of the final items we can fit is this flower nose lippy. And that is already on the top. We can fit maybe this tiny little perfume. Okay, let's try our best to zip it and see if it passes the zip test. Oh shoot, it's not really zipping towards the end. Okay, we have to take one out. We need to take the perfume out. Okay, and now it does pass the zip test. So it looks pretty good, and this is what it looks like. It's very, very weighty. You can see, and here there is a bit of a bump here. So I will take everything out now. And also I wanted to do a phone test just to see how the phone fits into each of these bags. And so just to do a little comparison here, I'll put the model of my phone in the description because I don't remember off the top of my head. And you can see against the bag, like this is the size comparison. So this one, I think you can easily tell, like it really does easily fit. These are the width of the phone and the bag next to each other. Phone test time. The phone very easily slips in, even with my kind of card holder pop socket situation going on at my phone. And now, you know, it's significantly heavier, but I can definitely still hold everything fine. And so the Pochette Accessoires definitely passes the phone test. There's absolutely no problem getting your phone in and out of here. Okay, and next up for the phone test is our Marellini. I think iPhone Pro Max definitely would not fit because if you look at the size of my phone, but if I slip it in diagonally, I think the phone should be able to fit. And yeah, so there we go. So if you have iPhone like Pro or whatever it's called, it would fit. But if you have Pro Max, you're sadly out of luck because this bag is definitely more of a mini bag. So yeah, that's the final comparison featuring my Sylveon phone case that I really love. It's from Target, surprisingly. So look for the Sylveon pop socket from Target. So thank you so much everybody for watching this entire haul with me. It was so fun to just go over everything together. Everything is so beautiful and amazing, and I'm just so freaking happy and really grateful that I was able to get these items from the collection and just share it with all of you, share my different reviews, the close-ups, and the different details of how you can wear these different items. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much for spending time with me here today. And if you're interested in different haul related content about fashion, girliness, any different kind of girly related content, or about my life as a college student at UC Berkeley, please subscribe. I would love to have you here with me. That's it for today. Thank you so much everyone for watching.